Probability of getting head is 1 by 2. This is simple. But what if I ask you probability of getting 6 head in 10 tosses? This is tricky. And here comes a concept, binomial distribution. So guys, welcome to the channel MyOneTeacher. In this video, we will discuss a topic, binomial distribution. So let's start. So let us start with this example. Probability of getting 6 head in 10 tosses. Now out of this 10 tosses, since we want 6 head, that means in that 6th trial, the probability will be 1 by 2. So that means you can think in that 6th trial, probability is 1 by 2. So we can write it as 1 by 2 times 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 1 by 2. That is 6 times. Now the rest 4 trial, that will be head. Now probability of getting head is also 1 by 2. So for head you can write 1 by 2 again, 1 by 2 times 1 by 2 times 1 by 2. Now think once. There are total 10 outcome of those 10 tosses. Now arrangement can be different. That means there can be many combination. For example, first 4 are head. Okay. Then next 2 are tail. Then again next 2 are head and last 2 are tail. You can see same. 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Again 10, where 6 are head, that is this one, and rest 2 are tail. So there can be many combination. That means with this outcome of head and tail, we have to combine the formula of combination. That is NCR. So what is N? That is number of trial, which is 10. Now what is R? Number of success we want, that is 6. Let us come to details. Formula of this binomial distribution is nothing but P of X equals to R equals to NCR P raised to the power R Q raised to the power N minus R. So here N is number of trials, which is fixed. In this case, it's 10. What is R? Number of success we want. Okay. And P is the probability. That is, in this case, it will be probability of getting head. And Q is probability of not occurrence of that event. That is 1 minus P, you can say. This is probability. Clear? So with this concept, let us do that sum. So you can get a question something like this. A fair coin is tossed 10 times. Find the probability of getting exactly 6 head. Okay. So here number of trial N is 10. Okay. We want 6 head. So R will be 10. What will be P? Probability of getting head, which is 1 by 2. What is Q? Q is 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 1 by 2, that is again 1 by 2. Clear? Now, with this value, let us use the formula. So, formula is P of, since they said exactly 6 head, so that will be X equals to 6, which will be equal to 10 CR times 1 by 2 raised to the power 6 times Q, that is again 1 by 2 raised to the power N minus R, that is 10 minus 6. Sorry, this will be 6, not R, because our formula is NCR P raised to the power R Q raised to the power N minus R. Now let us solve this. This will become 10 factorial by 10 minus 6, that is 4 factorial times 6 factorial into 1 by 2 raised to the power 6 times 1 by 2 raised to the power 4. Now, if you solve this in calculator, you will get an answer of 0.2051. Any doubt till now, you can ask me in the comment box. Now, this was a question where we have to find probability of exactly 6 head. There can be questions something like probability of getting at least 6 head, that is x greater than equal to 6. Or they can ask probability of getting at most 2 head. So that will be at most 2 head. So less than equals to 2. So this type of question also you can get. Now next, a few more formula are there. So for probability distribution, mean is equals to NP, where P is the probability, N is the number of trial, and variance is equals to NPQ. Clear? So let's move to another question. So next question is, in an election 20% of people support Progressive Party. A random sample of 8 voters is taken. Find the probability that at least 2 of them support the Progressive Party. Okay. Now in this case, the trial N is 8. Clear? And what will be P? P is given 20%. So 20 by 100, that will be 0.2. So accordingly, Q will be 1 minus 0.2, that is 0.8. Next, we have to find probability at least 2 of them support Progressive Party. So that is P of x at least 2. So greater than equal to 2. Here, since we have to find x greater than equal to 2, that means we have to find P of x equals to 3, x equals to 4, 5, 6, till 8, which will be very lengthy. So let us do one thing. Let us write this one as 1 minus probability of x less than 2, because total probability is 1. So that means we can find this by subtracting P of x equals to 0 and P of x equals to 1 from 1. Clear? So what will be P of x equals to 0? So that will be NC0, that is 8C0. P raised to the power r, that is 0.2 raised to the power 0 times 0.8 raised to the power 8 minus 0 is 8. Then plus P of x equals to 1. So that will be 8C1, 0.2 raised to the power 1, 0.8 raised to the power 8 minus 1, that is 7. Now, if you use calculator and calculate this, you will get an answer of 0.497. If there is any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. Let's move to next question. That is number 2. Find the mean and variance of the number of Progressive Party supporters in the sample. Okay. So as I said, the formula for mean is NP. So mean is equals to NP, and N is 8, P is 0.2. So answer will be 1.6. Next, variance. So variance is NPQ for binomial distribution. So NPQ, so that means 8 times 0.2 times 0.8. So that will be 1.6 times 0.8. So 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 1, so 12. 1.28 is our answer. So any doubt till now, you can ask me in the comment box. Let's move to another question. So next question. Here they ask the value of mean and variance is 24 and 14.4 respectively. Find P of x equals to 30. Okay. Now since mean and variance are given, we can write as NP, that is mean. So mean equals to NP equals to 24, and variance equals to NPQ equals to 14.4. Now, let's do one thing. Let us divide this equation 1 by equation 2. So we will get NPQ by NP equals to 14.4 by 24. Now you can see in LHS, NP will get cancelled. So from here, we will get the value of Q. So Q will be 14.4 by 24, which is 0.6. Now, since Q is 0.6, so P will be 1 minus 0.6, that is 0.4. So we got the value of P and Q. So now next is N. So NP is 24. So NP is 24. P is 0.4. So N times 0.4 is 24. So if I take 0.4 to other side, I will get 240 by 4. So it will be 60. So N is 60. Okay. Now N is 60. We got the value of P, which is 0.4, and Q, which is 0.6. Now, what we have to find? We have to find P of X equals to 0. So P of X equals to, sorry, not 0, 30. So X equals to 30 is 60, C 30, P, that is 0.4. Rest to the power 30 times 0.6, rest to the power 60 minus 30, which is again 30. So here again you can use calculator. So our answer will be 0.0265. Any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. So that's all in this video. Hope now this concept binomial distribution is clear to you. So let's meet in another video. Thanks for watching.